Hey everyone, Tony D and Little Joan here. Beep. With the Screenwriter's Rant, we are going to look at Richard Jewell. It's the movie about the guy who initially, calm down, Joan, initially found the bombs at the Olympics. This is like back in the 90s. And then they accused him of being the bomber, and it turned out he wasn't. So, so it should be kind of an interesting movie. I don't know if it's a documentary or what, but it's by Warner Brothers. So let us check it out.
Can we take over? All right, Richard, here's what we're going to do. We need a voice sampler. I want you to say into this phone, there's a bomb in Centennial Park. You have 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
You're a national hero.
Clint Eastwood. The man is amazing. He's amazing. Joan, sit down. She's so excited for Clint Eastwood, as am I. Because when Clint makes a movie now, it's just the detail, the richness of it. And most of all, Clint Eastwood is a man who follows the screenwriter. Yes, he doesn't overrule things. He makes sure there's a good script, and then he follows that script. So I greatly admire his filmmaking.
Thank you, sir. But I was just doing my job. You've always looked at the guy who found the bomb, just like you always look at the guy who found the body.
Jewell fits the profile of the lone bomber, a frustrated white man who is a police wannabe who seeks to become a hero.
What about him?
You're a suspect. You don't talk.
I talk. Say it. I don't talk. This might be the only way to clear your name. I want you to say there's a bomb in Centennial Park. You have 30 minutes.
Stop trying to be their best friend.
I was raised to respect authority.
Authorities looking to eat you alive.
There's a bomb in Centennial Park. You have 30 minutes. I'm sorry, what?
His accusers are two of the most powerful forces in the world. The United States government and the media.
I do want to help y'all. I'm law enforcement too. There is a bomb in Centennial Park. You have 30 minutes.
Did he do it?
Richard Jewell is an innocent man. He's a hero.
There is a bomb in Centennial Park. You have 30 minutes. One more time, just a little louder.
I report the facts.
You've ruined this man's life.
There is a bomb in Centennial Park. You have 30 minutes. Do a couple in a row.
My son saved people's lives.
There is a bomb in Centennial Park. You have 30.
Sam Rockwell, a great, great actor. I really love him in so many different roles. This is a nice, meaty, juicy role for him as Richard Jewell's lawyer. I don't recognize the guy playing Richard Jewell, though, at all. But, man, this is a great story.
There is a bomb in Centennial Park. You have 30 minutes.
I built good hell to protect you.
I think your client is guilty as hell.
They weren't
What's the name? John Hamm. I almost said Sam Hamm. John Hamm, also good. Tends to be in comedies. I've seen him in recently. This looks like a good role for him because he's kind of a mean FBI agent.
How are you?
You ready to start fighting back?
Wow. Yeah. Yes. I remember this story. And, you know, the FBI, you have to understand something about the FBI. And now I'm going to get all political on you. The FBI, to a large extent, justifies its own existence by arresting people. Here, John, sit here. I'm trying to make a point. And when they can't justify their existence by the evidence or by the amount of criminals, they find ways. There are people at the FBI who, quite simply, make the facts fit their narrative rather than the other way around. The truth of the matter is, we have too much law enforcement in this country. We have too much. And they're fighting over resources. And as crime continues to go down, they're going to continue to fight over it. And as they do, they have to make themselves more important than the other branches of law enforcement, or they're going to be slowly phased out, as they should. The FBI has a sordid history of making up stuff and doing bad things. They do not have a good reputation. Yes, some of them do. Some of them have done good things, but a lot of them haven't. I mean, you look at September 11th. They had the reports, okay? Guys who took flying lessons and weren't interested in landing the plane. I think somebody could have followed up on that. And after September 11th, who took responsibility for that screw up? No one. No one was fired. These guys protect themselves at the end of the day. They protect themselves first. Yeah, they might save a few people along the way. But at the end of the day, they're all about their careers and their jobs and their money and their power. They're no different than anyone else. And this story of Richard Jewell is a perfect example of how they abuse that power in order to do whatever they want, in order to cover up their own mistakes, in order to justify their own high-paying jobs and wonderful benefits and prestige. So I'm going to go see this movie. I definitely support this movie. And I think it's an important story. And if you haven't read about Richard Jewell, you should definitely Google it and see how, a guy who basically saved a bunch of people got railroaded and his life was nearly destroyed. So, and it looks like a good cast. I mean, Kathy Bates, great actress, Sam Rockwell, John Hamm, and the guy who's playing Richard Jewell looks just like him. I'm not sure who that is. At first I thought, is Chris Farley alive? But he looks just like Richard Jewell. So, Richard Jewell, yeah, thumbs up. I think this is going to be a good story about a little guy who fights a very big foe. And it's probably going to end with a very sad key at the end about what happened to Richard Jewell and where he is now and all that kind of stuff. But you should definitely read about him.